marketed it might have been a little bit wrong because they marketed it like, oh, it's this titanic battle between Batman versus Superman. The movie's called Dawn of Justice. It should have been like, hey guys, this is the Justice League prequel. 'Cause that's what it was.
Boom. You know what? You make a very valid point, Philip.
I mean,
really,
it was. If you follow
it's a
the
fantastic
Justice League
Justice League
storyline, well, they follow the storyline of the Justice League.
Yeah, it's a
Superman
great
died.
setup. I mean, of course it's not to a T, but like
No,
really,
it's
this is a
supposed to be.
comic book. This is a DC comic book, more specifically, come to life.
Comic books.
Did you guys catch the Easter egg of the Batman suit? The Suicide Squad Easter egg, the Batman suit, at the beginning of the movie?
At the beginning of the movie.
Maybe a little bit into the movie.
Which one?
The one where the Batman suit is spray painted?
Oh, that's the Robin suit, bro.
That's the Robin
Was
suit.
it the Robin suit? I thought
Yeah,
it was
man.
the Batman suit. It was black.
It's Robin. No, it's
No,
Robin.
brown.
Was
It's
it?
like maroon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Robin suit. That's the
All right.
that's
I'll
that.
have to go watch it again to see it.
Damn it! What
That's the whole
storyline
theory
is that?
about the Joker.
Yep, Red Hood. That's it.
Yeah.
The Joker
That's
killing
the
Robin and
Mm.
Robin.
Oh, we're
becoming
recording?
Red Hood.
Why is my phone is getting like a million
Oh, you're
notifications?
recording already?
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, mostly because every time we start talking and we say, well, before we start recording, and then we start talking, and then we get 5 minutes into that conversation, and we're like, man, we really should have been recording that whole time. So, right when Philip said, okay, before we get started, I hit record.
Nice. Nice.
It seemed like an appropriate thing to do.
I was going to be like, before we get started, I'm not going to mention spanking the hand today.
And on that note, this is another episode of Pocket Knife News. I'm Aaron.
I'm
Hey,
Philip.
and I'm Homer.
All right, welcome back, boys. Welcome back.
Hey, yeah. I think we should start off with the big news.
We have reached 100 likes on Facebook, which means
Yeah.
it's giveaway time. We're going to give away a free t-shirt. You'll get to pick any one of our covers, any one of our episode covers, which we'll begin posting on Instagram and Facebook all throughout the week. And how are we going to choose a winner?
The one thing we have yet to think of.
Nice.
Also, I know what the prize is. I know how I'm going to lay it all out on Instagram. I know how I'm going to market it on Facebook. But
Just at random. I'll put everyone's name into a random name generator online.
So we'll do. All you have to do is just have to share the post.
Yep.
I share the post.
Shit. Really?
Like and share?
No.
Yeah, like and share. That's
No.
fine.
No, just
They have to
like the
work for
post.
it?
No sharing.
Yeah.
And we'll pick. Yeah, and we'll just pick any. We'll pick someone who likes it.
Yeah. Okay.
A like will be one entry, and a share will be one entry.
So if you like it and you share, you get 2. Boom.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
we'll do that. Or you could just put a random number in a generator, and we'll just pick from any of the people who have liked the page already.
Yeah.
Hey, you're right.
We can do that too.
So
Yeah, because I think it's more for the people that have liked our page.
Yeah, we should do that.
I wanna
Okay,
get
so-
more randoms just-
I'll start posting up all of the covers that we have released, and then we'll pick someone at the end of the week.
We should do a special edition spanking the ham shirt. With a big piece of ham. Just saying.
But you should also put it to where, like, if you want to be entered into this contest, go like our page. So
Yeah. We'll do that. If you'd like,
Yep.
if you'd like, your name will be at the top of our list. Huh?
Yeah. And if you want to spank in the ham shirt, like me on Instagram, and I'll take care of that.
Yep.
there's a Mr. Frodo
Speaking of
behind you,
him.
bro.
Huh?
I said there's a Mr. Frodo behind you there.
Dude.
Bobo
That's-
Baggins or what? What's going on?
What?
Oh, now he's all quiet.
I said there's Bobo
Nice one,
Baggins
come
over
on.
there in the background. Over there.
That's my wife. My wife has made her cameo for the episode.
One ring to rule them all, huh? What's going on? Alright.
Bye.
So what are we touching first?
Thanks for all your conversing. Glad you could contribute.
She was like, huh? Huh? Hello? Hello? I hate you, Homer. Huh? I'm like, alright, what's good?
All right, so I thought long and hard about this on how we were going to go over this. And I've decided that we're going to have absolutely no order to this, and we'll just spitball for as long as we can.
I love that there's
Okay.
multiple theories of what's going on. Like, there's so much in that movie that you
Okay,
can take
wait.
it however.
Wait,
Legit,
we
though,
should probably
before we get
introduce
started?
the movie we're talking about.
The cover art didn't give it away. It's Batman v Superman, the defense of Batman v Superman.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. That's what I was getting to. Spoilers.
Right there.
I'm holding no bars. Like, I'm
If you're
gonna
a
tell you,
Superman fan, tune out now.
if you're a Superman fan, you're gonna get the movie you want because, good lord, could we see a little bit more of him crying during this movie?
I think. Well, remember, that's what I was saying. I was like, you see nothing but Superman in this movie. To be honest
It's
with you.
definitely Man of Steel sequel, featuring Batman, with a cameo appearance by Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad. I
Let's
love
think
this
about
movie.
it though. Well, here's my theory on it.
Oh, here we go.
All right. Oh. Hey, you actually might like this theory, Homer, as he shines the flashlight into the camera.
It's gone.
All right. So I see this movie as like a whole, like Justice League prequel, since they showed a brief bit of Flash, Aquaman,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman was in there for like what they say 7 minutes, even though I thought.
Dude,
I thought
you know,
that's
I read that too, and I said the
amazing.
same thing to my wife. I was like, that has to be 7
So-
minutes in costume.
Yeah, because she was in it way longer than that before.
It felt like it. If it wasn't,
Yeah.
man, she was captivating, and those scenes really were like, those scenes were fantastic. Any scene that she was in, it was like, what's going on here?
He got distracted, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I've liked that. I've liked Gal Gadot since Fast and the Furious, and everybody's like, why, and then they see her as Wonder Woman, and they're like, oh, Philip was right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
not. I'm
I
like,
agree.
No shit.
Well, they put her next to Han in Fast and Furious, and he's just as pretty as she is. I mean, it's a
She
tough.
was in a bikini in Fast and Furious, if you remember.
Like Aaron
Yeah.
said.
Have you
it's a
seen
tough call.
Han's hair? I'm just saying.
Whatever, man.
It's a tough call.
Alright. I like
fine.
women, so I wasn't paying attention to Han.
I'm very comfortable with where I am in my life, and I'm very comfortable saying that I'm very sad that Han has passed away in the Fast and Furious franchise.
She died before him.
Once again, like he
I
said.
stand by my previous statement.
Anyway, all right.
She had better
so
things
back
to
to
do
my
than Wonder
theory.
Woman. All
Back
right,
to my theory.
let's go.
So I think they showed Superman more in this movie because whenever they come out with their Justice League movie, if they follow the storyline, he's not gonna be. He shouldn't be in much of that movie.
You know, I
Remember when Justice League
thinking that
started,
same.
Superman was still quote unquote dead.
Mhm. And then he'll come out and save the day, which is fine. But I agree with you. I think that I think this did definitely start out as a Man of Steel 2, and then turned into Batman v Superman, and then Dawn of Justice. But I agree with you. I think that he was heavier in this movie because he will be absent in the movies to come. Now,
And we're gonna see like 3 Batman movies in the next year, right? Because we've got Suicide Squad, which
you know, he's into
Batman makes a
Suicide
cameo. There's gonna be a Batman standalone movie, and then you got Justice League.
I don't think the Batman standalone is actually slated yet.
Yeah, it's not it.
And
I
they'll
think
probably
it's-
be
I
like,
think it's-
surprise.
I think it's on the books, but I don't think it's slated yet. I know that Wonder Woman and Justice League are next year, and then Suicide Squad later this year. So we at least get 2 more Batman appearances before any
Before we see Superman again.
standalone. Yeah. Oh,
Be right back. My food's ready.
okay. Since this is a radio show, we will just continue the conversation without Philip.
Dead air. All right, that's good.
My favorite kind of air, actually.
I'm kind of like concerned with Wonder Woman. Like, is her movie gonna be a prequel?
Yes,
it
her
gonna
movie
be a
will
continuation?
be. Okay, so there's that
Like-
point where she's like,
Because they could
I
totally
gave up on humanity 100 years ago. Her movie is going to lead up to that because I've seen they showed some footage on that WB or on that CW special that Jeff Johns and Kevin Smith did, and then that picture that they showed in the movie where it's like 1918 or whatever. That is where that movie is supposed to take place.
Well,
So this
that Chris
should
Pine
be a Wonder Woman.
That was standing
yeah.
next to her?
Yes,
Okay.
it is Chris Pine.
well, I mean,
Uh,
they could touch on it. You know what I mean? But they could still actually make the movie between what happens after Batman v Superman until like the kind of Justice League build up, or she recruits a couple of other people or something. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, I don't know. They could work with it. They could do tons of different stuff. You know what I mean?
I think from all the stills and footage that I've seen so far, it's going to mostly be a prequel. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe that last 20 minutes we just get... Maybe, like, that last 15 minutes, it cuts to her walking away from Superman's funeral, and we see that in between. That happens between there and Justice League. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm cool with that. I do like her a lot, though. I was very surprised how much I liked her. When she was on screen and she fucking blocks them with her little wristbands, that music that they have playing,
Dude, the music's badass. I was
good
like,
lord, that's the
"Whoa."
best song in the whole movie.
You know what though? They were like fighting, and when it happened, I got all excited in my seat. I like sat up, and I was like, "Shit's about to go down." Sure
Dude,
enough.
that song got me lit, man.
Yeah, dude.
Homer and I went and saw the movie together with my wife, and I was
Oh,
like,
you
dude, I am
suck, man. I
really,
watched the movie by myself.
dude. I think that might be
Damn
how
it,
I see
Ollie.
it the next time. I turned to Homer though, and I was like, oh my god,
Spanking
this
the
song is
ham.
fantastic.
Boom.
Well, hey, Pee Wee Herman style, baby. Ah.
Speaking of Pee Wee Herman, he made a guest appearance in Gotham, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, no. So, dude, I have been.
Yeah. No.
It's like, no.
I don't care about that right now. I've been furious, man, with all these negative reviews coming out of this movie.
It's because people didn't understand what the movie was about, one.
Dude.
And two, a lot of people were like, oh, Batman this, Batman that. Like, the two people that came and sat next to me in the movie theater were wearing Superman shirts. And this kid was like, I can't wait for Superman to kick Batman's ass. And I just looked at him and I was like, you are in for a disappointment, sir. Because that is not how it goes.
Oh
But I
my
mean-
dude, the Easter eggs in this movie were insane, and like all the homage they paid to the comics, and especially the Dark Knight Returns, man, like it was fucking insane. Like
Seriously.
even in when he fights Superman, there he uses that kryptonite gas grenade.
Not just that, he says that line that's directly from The Dark Knight Returns where he says that, I don't remember exactly what the full line is, but he makes him bleed.
Yeah.
He's like, tell me, do you ever bleed or something like that? And he makes him bleed with the kryptonite. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, the spear.
That was
Yeah.
so when he was making that kryptonite thing, dude. I knew they weren't gonna do it, but he made it into before it was a spear. It was a fucking arrowhead.
Oh, yeah, like The Dark Knight Returns.
Yes, because he puts it on fucking Ollie's bow.
Yeah. Yep.
So when I was like, dude, that's a fucking arrowhead. Like I know there's not going to be Green Arrow popping up anytime soon. I know he's not going to use a bow and arrow, but the fact that they fucking went out of his way to be like, you know what? We'll make this a tip of a spear, and we're going to focus in on this fucking diamond-shaped kryptonite right now. And then he shoots the fucking grenade later. That's the same thing that happened in the fucking book. He catches the fucking arrow, and then
And it
the
goes off.
fucking
Yep.
smoke blows around him,
And the
man.
nuke. The nuke. Dark
Dude,
Knight Returns.
straight
Yes.
from the Dark Knight Returns when he catches the
Yes.
nuke and he's like,
Yeah. And he's like dead in space for a while. Yeah.
It was funny too because the sun starts coming up and he's like automatically reviving. I felt obligated to turn to my wife and tell her I was like, his power is from the sun. That's how he's healing so fast. And she was like, oh, that makes total sense. Like, dude, this movie was made for fucking fanboys, man.
Yeah, it definitely was.
But I mean, like going to what Minor was saying, how like people were kind of like negative, and Aaron, you seeing a lot of like bad reviews.
Yeah,
But
fuck those guys.
a lot of people go into it like they're gonna watch the comic book on screen. Like they've never been into a movie before based off of a book, a comic, or like a play, and going, wow, that was exactly like it. No, not once. You've seen Harry Potter fans complain. You've seen Lord of the Ring fans complain.
Game of Thrones is the same way.
Yeah, tons of things change because it just switches, but everyone's like,
Well,
oh, he
not
was
just that,
supposed to
you
do
have to
this.
make it appeal to like a wider audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so like that's why I kind of understand why Batman didn't fully, destroy Superman. Because
Yeah.
in the comic it was so brutal, and he just
I mean, well,
tore him down to
so the setup.
shambles. Pretty
I was
much,
thinking about this too, like, so Homer and I left, and I think probably our biggest disappointment, and Homer, we talked about this, and I'm pretty sure me and you are on the same page. Phil, let me know if you agree. The biggest disappointment in the entire movie was that he didn't say that fucking line where he's all, I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
See,
that
if he was
line,
able to say that, I would have been like, oh,
you know what though? It doesn't make sense in that movie. He doesn't know.
No, it doesn't.
They just
It
met.
doesn't because he says Martha.
Yeah. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, that's adorable. I feel like an idiot that I haven't put that together before.
That
And
they're
I
both-
was like,
yeah, I was like, wait, what?
dude, I was
Both
reading
their-
some fucking review today, and some asshole
Yeah.
was all, he says his name, and then he's all, why did you say his name? I was all, first of all, that fucking voice modulator that he has, badass. Why haven't they
Yeah.
done Batman voices like that in the past? So we could avoid Christian Bale's okay. Second, dude, that's perfect, man. Like, the fucking, like, what's the word I'm looking for? The fucking symbolism behind that name. Like, this is his chance. He can save his mother, metaphorically.
Yeah.
Martha died that day, but not today. He won't. And goddamn it, fuck, man. He goes to that place and he kicks them guys' ass, rowdy.
Yeah.
And
He
it's
goes ham.
that fight scene though is Batman animated series. When you see the way he's moving and stuff like
God.
that, it's like fluid.
Yeah.
I was like, dude.
Oh my
And the
god,
way
I could
I
watch
could
that
not
fight
stop laughing when that
30
guy
times in a row.
stabbed him. And he gets stabbed, and he pulls the knife out. He takes
Oh,
that guy, pushes him against the wall,
so
and then stabs him.
He's just like, you son of a bitch. Stab right in the shoulder.
How do you like it?
How you like me now?
I was cracking up when that happened.
Oh
I was
my-
like, damn.
Dude, that shit was fantastic. It was so good, man. And like, I was watching that, and Homer, we talked about this after the movie. There's that scene in The Dark Knight where he's like, I need to move with my armor, and he's how's it gonna stand up against knives?
Yeah.
Remember?
Mhm.
Yep.
I'll be damned if those people weren't trying to stab him and those deflected, and the one guy gets it through and he fucks that guy up.
Yeah, and it was like
Oh, when he
under
was
the
getting
arm.
shot, and he's like this. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
dude,
Yeah.
or when he gets
That was pretty cool.
shot point blank in the head, and he's like, this motherfucker.
I know.
Yeah.
Just
he looks
fucking
around, looks at him like, why are
stabs
you
that guy.
shooting at me, fool? Like, be a man and try to stab me. What's your problem?
Oh, do you not see what's happening around you? Really now? Really? Oh man, that fucking scene where he comes out of the wall. Man, I saw it coming
Yes.
too. They just start panning the camera, and I'm like,
And I was
that's a
like-
lot of wall.
Well, I was looking at that wall, and I was like, hey, everything else in this room is brick, but that's drywall. And I was just like, and
How convenient.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was fantastic. He just, boom, right from the dude. That whole scene is exactly from The Dark Knight. He fucking grabs him. He goes, I'll kill her, I will. Just like when the fucking mutants have the
And
baby.
he says, oh, I believe you, and he shoots
I
the
believe
guy.
you. Boom. And
He
now we're
just
going to get
jumps.
to the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one guy in the movie, though, was like, when Ben Affleck had the sniper rifle,
Mhm.
sitting on top of the crane.
Which
guy's
was
like-
beautiful.
Yeah, this guy goes, Batman never had a sniper rifle before, and he just shoots the homing beacon. And I was like, animated series, bro.
I don't remember that from the animated series, but I know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, sniper
I mean, he
rifle in the
has that
animated
rifle
series.
where he uses it to grapple from one building to another, and he shot that beacon. I was like, I can dig it. I can dig it. Makes perfect
He had,
sense.
he
I ain't
had
got no
that
problems
sniper
with that.
rifle in the animated series. It was one of the episodes. I don't know. Wait, actually, you know what? It might have been the animated series with Adam West doing the voice. I'll have to look it up.
We'll have to look it
Yeah,
up.
from the
But,
60s or whatever. Yeah.
So a complaint that I did have was a lot of shooting, a lot of
The what?
bullets, a lot of bullets flying from the bat vehicles. Yeah, we'll just say vehicles in general. And I was like, a lot of shooting. I'm all, why did all 6 of those trucks have to blow up? Somebody's got to be dead. I mean, you're seriously pushing it if nobody's dead yet. And I ranted on Twitter about it. I told Homer, like, don't blow up all the vehicles. And literally 3 words would have made up for all the fucking bullets in that movie. All he would have had to say was, "Rubber bullets, honest." Take that line from the Duckin. Fuck the Duckin. I got autocorrect in my fucking speech now. From the fucking
Nice.
Dark Knight Returns, and that's all explained away. And now you can't hear anybody
Oh, when
complain
he's in
about
the
it.
tank? When he's driving around the tank
Yep.
shooting?
And just boop, 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 boop. And then he just has that voiceover, "Rubber bullets, honest."
He's on. Trust me, bro. Trust. But
Yeah.
you also had a big complaint with that other line, right? Where he's
Okay,
like, "We're
so
criminals now."
Okay.
He said something like
yeah.
that,
I
right?
was waiting for this to even tell you about this, Homer, but
Hey, come on.
let me tell you real quick.
Hit me with your best shot. Let's go.
Okay, Philip, just a little preface for this story. There's that line in the movie where he goes, "We've always been criminals, Alfred."
There
I
you
looked at Homer and I was like, "Excuse me?" I did a little research on that line
I don't know.
afterwards.
I've never seen that.
I did a little research on that line afterwards. That is actually word for word from The Dark Knight Returns. Except it's not Batman saying it. It's Superman when he is in like a missile attack in the Cuban Missile Crisis thing.
Uh-huh.
He's doing voiceover. He's complaining about how he's gonna have to go take out Batman. He's like, "Damn it, Bruce, we were the good guys. You've always been the trouble one." He goes, "We've always been criminals. You're the one who said that." And I was like, "Son of a bitch, I did not remember that line." I
Dang.
could not believe it. Like, I mean, I can believe it because, one, it's the Superman dialogue. It doesn't resonate as much with me. But when I looked it up, I was like, you know what? I'm still not exactly sure I agree with Frank Miller then. But the fact that that is from the source material that this movie pulled from, I give it a pass.
Let it slide.
I'm letting it slide, and it's no longer on my list of cons.
To me, I was kind of like, I kind of agreed with it. I didn't know it was, straight off the books. But I mean, I
But
was
knowing
kind of
that
like,
now, you have a different opinion about it, right?
no, I was still like okay with it because I kind of took it as in he sees it as we've been vigilantes. The
Yeah.
world,
Yeah.
we've been bad. They've
Mhm.
wanted us to come in and pay for the people we did, quote unquote, kill. The ones, we were above the law and people didn't like it, so we were criminals. So to me, I was kind of like,
Wow.
so I was okay with it in my book. I was like, all right, I see where he's going with it.
Yeah. I definitely made it a point to tell you that I was not excited about it when it was said during the movie. But so I redact my statement. I apologize.
My bad.
Okay. Ben Affleck crushed it. Fucking
Yeah.
fantastic.
Best Batman
Luthor.
ever?
Yes. Dude, he's.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm on
gonna
the.
go.
I
Let's go
have
Lex
to
Luthor,
watch
though.
Michael Keaton again, and then I'll be able to give you like a solid.
He's better. I'll tell you straight up. He was better than Bale right off the bat.
Yeah.
Boom. Them and fighting words right there. But you ain't, those are fighting words, but you ain't fighting with me. I'm going to have to agree 100% with that. I agree 100%.
I posted about Clooney, right?
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Clooney is the worst.
Yeah, but I said I think Tony had said that like Clooney was the worst, and Kilmer or something. I was like, shit.
Nah, Kilmer
My
was
finger dressed as Batman is better than Clooney.
I mean, Clooney, I think, could be a good Batman, but
The story was just so bad.
that entire movie was just something else.
Man.
But what'd you guys think of Lex Luthor?
I liked it. They made him.
I'm,
He was. I don't know. I always
like a
portrayed him as weird and goofy and kind of like out there, left field. You know what I mean? Where even I don't know. Even back then, they kind of made him like that. Like he's real. I don't know how to put it, but
like super smart and antisocial, kind of.
yeah, but he was
socially
still out
awkward.
there. Like he
Yeah.
still tried to bring attention to himself, but he was still like, I don't know what to do. And that whole speech where he just ranted on, just didn't even know what was going on.
And then he got like
Yeah.
mad at himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
When you
was like,
started to see him losing his mind,
Yeah.
that's when I was sold.
And then
he was
stopped and he
going-
was like, "Oh, thank you for coming." I was all. Everybody was all.
You know what pisses me off about that movie though? He killed his hot Asian assistant. That pissed me off. I was like, she was freaking hot. Why did she have to die?
Dude, and
Does
they
she-
fucking hyped her
Does
up,
she
man.
done
I did
quotation?
not, and you know what, though? I did not see that coming. not
Does she
gonna lie.
die? Does she die? Quotation. But then that kind of adds to it, to where he's like,
So
Whatever.
"She
insane.
was my
Everybody's
right hand
expendable.
girl. I
Yep.
don't even care." You know,
I
like
don't.
anything to get to the Superman.
Grant,
Sacrifice.
Granny's peach
Okay.
tree. What is it?
Oh,
Granny's
dude, yeah,
peach tea.
Granny's peach tea,
Dude, it was
dude.
hilarious.
You can piss it in a
So
jar and call
good.
it Grandma's sweet tea. I was like, what's good?
Man,
Because he said he had to go to the bathroom, right? Or whatever, and you just see the jar
he said
piss.
he'd be right in to save his spot.
Yeah.
So
But
I made a
the assistant knew, though. She looked around. She was all, this mother.
son of a.
Yeah, and that's when the bomb went off.
I made it very known in the beginning. I was not a fan of how he looked with the hair or whatever, but my wife
shaved
pointed
it
it
at
out
the
to
end.
me. Yeah, and he looked great when it was shaved, but my wife pointed it out to me during the movie. She looked at me, she leaned in, and she just like, man, he is so good. And when she said that, I was like, you know what? He is good. I really hate this motherfucker right now. He Christopher Waltz me in Inglourious Bastards. I hated Christopher Waltz all through Inglourious Bastards. And then I left the movie and was like, oh my god, that guy fucking crushed it. I really did not like him at all the entire time.
Yeah, I didn't like him
Like,
in
I really did not. I was like, I
Spectre
never
either.
want to watch another movie with that guy. But
And
then
then
I
you watch
left and I was
Spectre,
like,
and you're like,
he's
fuck this
fucking
guy
fantastic.
again.
Dude, no way. That guy's awesome. Christopher Waltz is fantastic, man. Jesse
Yeah,
Eisenberg
but
did
did
that
you
for
watch
Lucifer.
him? Did you watch him in Spectre?
Yeah, dude, I love Spectre.
Oh,
I thought it
man.
was fantastic.
I hated him in Spectre just because of what he did to James Bond, but
Boom.
Anyway.
There you go. Look at that.
yeah.
He's such a good actor, you actually hate him. You hate a fictional character because the actor portrayed him so well. And that's how I felt about Jesse Eisenberg. And man,
Yeah.
so I've been seeing, okay, let me ask you guys' opinion. A lot of,
The bell has been rung, bro.
oh, dude, the fucking
It can't be unrung. That part right there, I was all, oh.
Darkseid is coming. Have you seen the deleted scene that they've already released?
No, not yet.
Oh, the one
I'm
with
kinda
the
trying to hold
evil
out.
guy where he's like, oh,
I don't want to see
that
it
one?
yet because
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the R version to come out on Blu-ray.
You're good.
Okay, so you
2
can either
months.
take your headphones out, but I'm gonna spoil the shit out of the deleted scene that leaked already.
Let me
All
hear
right,
it.
so I'm gonna go grab
Go
my
eat your
food.
food.
then. Wait.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a thumbs up when you can come back on. Okay? Dude, it's the fucking mother box. That's what they made Cyborg with. That's what's fucking floating around. I forget what his name is, but it's not. Somebody, dude, I read some of these articles. They're all, it's presumed to be Darkseid. I'm all, that's clearly not fucking Darkseid. Like,
Oh.
have you not seen? He's got like a rockish head. That dude's
Yeah.
got horns. That's not Darkseid. Y'all are retarded. It's one of his minions, but he's got those 3 fucking mother boxes. That's the same shit that we see in the Cyborg scene.
Mhm.
Where his
Where
dad's
it
like,
goes to
"Ooh,
him
I got
and
this thing. I wonder what it does." And then it goes on to Mira. What the fuck? They're building Cyborg with the fucking mother box. And then, bam, look at that. That's where they got it from. That's how he's going to fucking get that thing. He got it from there.
That's insane.
Dude, it all is coming
Is it like a
together.
legit clip, or
Yeah.
is it just they just
He
talked
posted
about
it. No, that's a legit teaser. And so the reason I think they released it, or I mean a legit deleted scene, the reason I think they released it is because I've been reading some reviews where they're saying Lex Luthor's plan was unclear. Like, why did he want Superman dead? Why did he want Batman dead? Like, dude, he wanted fucking Superman dead because he wants to fucking rule the world. Like, that's Lex Luthor's plan his
How do you
entire
not
life.
know this?
Like, he wants Superman gone because he wants to be able to build weapons against him and use him for his own benefit.
Yeah.
Then the next question was, why does he want Superman to kill Batman? Hello? He wants Superman to kill Batman to further paint him as a negative person. The same reason he made them look like he
people
fucking
could
blew.
honestly be like, why did you kill this guy? Like,
Exactly.
you know,
And
he's
so they
bad,
showed that.
but you're supposed to be the god, quote unquote, to us. And
Yeah, and then his thought was, he knows Batman has the fucking kryptonite. If Batman kills Superman, boom, he's already got his in with Darkseid. If
Yeah.
Darkseid comes, he already knows, hey man, I cleared the way. I got that Kryptonian out of your way. Like, Lex Luthor's too fucking smart for all that shit. And it's frustrating. Like, I can understand how it can be a little confusing, but like, just do the research and
yeah, but a lot of
It'll all
people don't
come.
have time for that. You know what I mean? A lot of people are just real like, oh well, I want to know now. I want to know this, and it's like sometimes you kind of think about it like if you don't see that he's crazy and he wants to kill superheroes and he's a bad guy,
Yeah,
you didn't watch the movie.
he wants. It's all for his own personal gain. That's why he does everything that he does.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. Like that was confusing. I waited for Philip to come back. I gave him the thumbs up to come back, as I wanted to get his opinion on this next question I was going to ask you.
But
Uh,
I don't know. A lot of people are real. Oh, I didn't see it coming. I didn't see him as a bad guy.
you're all
Never
it's what-
seen a Superman
He was-
movie or comic or known
was,
that this guy was bad?
Or did you watch any of the trailers? Dave versus Night. Did you
For
not
real.
see that hair? Did you think the good guy had that hair? Really now? Good
'Cause
lord.
I didn't see that coming. I did not see
Yeah,
that.
you know who had good hair? Ben Affleck. God damn, he looked so much like Bruce Wayne when he was driving that Renegade. That face that he had, he's like, fuck, man, he looked
He
like
was all into it.
he was the legit Bruce Wayne, dude. Like the best Bruce Wayne I've ever seen. Like I truly believe that he was Bruce Wayne in that opening scene where he's driving that Renegade and the faces he's making. He's like, these motherfuckers, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, they did real good, and I really like that. They just jumped, even though it was like 2 minutes, maybe 4. I don't know, maybe 5.
Damn, it was only that
But of
short,
him
man.
just
Like,
driving,
I was so
you know
into
what I
that.
mean? And then he
Yeah.
got building and all that carnage and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and he just looks up. It was like, oh man, if I would have known you were here the whole time, I still would have watched that movie. You know what I mean? I'd have been like, okay, Batman's down there somewhere. You're gonna get it now, you know?
You know another
All right.
thing I liked about the movie?
Hold on. I've been waiting for you to come back. I had a question to ask.
Okay, go for it.
I've been seeing some complaints in these ridiculous reviews that I read online. That so you know the scene where Lois goes to wherever she goes and to meet with those terrorists,
Yeah.
and then Superman comes and saves her.
Uh-huh.
And then when Superman comes back, they're saying that that a whole village was murdered, and it's Superman's fault. Dude, I read some like legit articles from actual websites like The Vulture and like there was one other one too. I can't remember. I was like, dude, I've actually read articles from these sites before. Like these are legit sites. They have huge followings. They said that how could anybody believe that Superman killed a village? I was like, are you guys fucking thick? The point was he was wasting his time saving that one girl that he let those terrorists go and kill that entire village.
Mhm.
My
Right.
question was
They
that
just-
not clear?
The whole way out. Yeah.
It was pretty clear.
I mean, that's what the thing is. Like, he went and saved his girlfriend. Like, he
Yeah.
saved that one girl while he let an entire village get slaughtered.
Right. That's exactly
Same
what they
thing.
were arguing. Yeah.
It was the same thing with the bomb in the chair. Like, he even said it. I don't know if I didn't see it because I didn't know if I couldn't see it or if I didn't see it because I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
And that was that same thing, like, oh, I saved my woman. He wasn't looking or listening for what those other fuckers who got away
What
were
else is
doing.
going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they made that
Exactly.
point later on when they're fighting Doomsday. When Lois is trapped underwater and she's drowning,
Hmm.
but he's still fighting Doomsday until he
Yeah.
can't hear her pounding anymore, and then he goes and gets her.
Yeah, and then he doesn't linger. He goes and does what he has to do.
Yeah.
That's what he was like. I can't. Dude, that translated right there. Like, I can't save just you anymore.
Right.
I'm telling you, man, the movie was poetic. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, Philip. You're gonna say another thing that you liked.
You know, I have food in my mouth. Keep talking. Let me finish chewing.
What you eat?
Pasta.
Pasta,
Mushrooms. Beautiful.
noodles,
And I have beer
panini.
because it's after.
It's after Lent.
Hey,
So happy.
All right. What's in the
what
cooler?
else is going on?
Dang
So
it.
what was
I
that
gonna say?
flash of green light? Was it Green Lantern or what
Oh,
was
let's
it?
talk about. Do you see any Easter eggs?
I didn't see that flash of green light. When that happened?
Hey, what's
I-
that? The
Oh, don't even lie, Homer. You almost missed it too.
Because, like, he was going up to space, and then everyone goes, do you see Green Lantern everywhere? And I was like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And, like, 2 seconds later, I was like, oh, is it that green light? And he was like,
Yeah, dude, he was going into space. I was like, I know what's gonna happen to him. What's in the background? I was like, there's only a couple characters that are in space. I don't see Mars. I see green lights on the horizon.
You know what would have been hilarious?
Hmm.
If Green Lantern was Ryan Reynolds.
Oh my god.
I would have
He
laughed.
could be
I would have laughed.
dude, he has the capacity to be a good Hal Jordan.
Actor.
Yeah.
Don't push it. I'm just kidding. I love Ryan Reynolds, but Deadpool is the only movie he can be the lead in. That's neither here nor there, though.
we
Sorry, Philip.
Man,
We
I
talked
forgot what I
about
was
the
gonna say.
cyborg. We talked about the cyborg cameo without you because it involved some of the deleted scenes. We're not gonna talk about it again. But
It's all
you
good.
want to talk about those Flash cameos?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So my
Okay.
argument with,
that made me excited.
and I kind of told Aaron about it, was
Okay.
when he was
So we're
in-
talking about the big one, like the dream within a dream sequence.
No, not that one. I'm talking
Oh,
about
okay.
the one where like she's on the
The one in the
computer.
supermarket.
Yeah. So he's like there getting it's his milk, I think you said it was.
Yeah, he's got a
And
jug
all
of
of a
milk
sudden
in
the
his
guy's like, give me all your money. And it's cool because, like Aaron said, the milk just stays there in midair. He goes, defeats the guy, and then comes back and catches the milk again.
which was
Yeah, 'cause
awesome.
you
But
see
your
it. You see a
your
little bit of the
complaint
milk
was
spill out.
My complaint was he was running so fast, I'm assuming, that lightning started shooting out of him.
which is
But I mean-
possible, but
Who would want that? And if
that poor
You know-
convenience store man.
yeah,
He's
I would have been like,
Flash.
you say, I know, but I'm saying, in a convenience store clerk way, if I knew that was the Flash, I'd have been like, dude, he was gonna rob $100 that was in the register. You just blew
There's
out
$43
all my lights
in this
and
register,
everything.
sir. Now I
Thanks
gotta
a
buy.
lot.
These were all fucking fluorescent lights. I just replaced all these lights.
Gotta do it again. But I mean, if
Can
that
you
was
not put I
like,
have 3?
and he did it. My other thing was, wouldn't the cameras have gotten off too if that was the thing? But I don't know how they're gonna explain it. Maybe he was running so fast he had a stick and he was hitting out the lights. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean,
But we're gonna let that one slide, right?
Yeah.
that was my like, what? What?
Let's
I
talk
wanna
about
punch
that.
guy.
What about that other Flash cameo? So let's set this up real quick. So Ben Affleck falls asleep at the computer, and he goes into that dream sequence where he's got that badass costume on, and then he uses a lot of guns. Great fucking fight scene.
Oh, that was.
Thank
that
God it was a
such
dream scene.
Yeah.
Thank God it was a dream scene because I was like, man, I can really I understand the guns on the vehicles a little bit, but this is blatant. I shot this guy in the head. I mean,
Well, I mean,
it was a little rough, but
the
it
thing
was
had
dream-
already gone to worse. So of
Yeah.
course,
and then those parademons just
they were just picking up people left and right. I was like, oh my
That
god.
shit was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a great scene. But then he wakes up in what we think is reality. But it's another dream-esque, maybe. And the fucking Flash Iron Man shows up. And he's fucking just yelling at him. He's like, we gotta save her. She's the key. You were right
Yes.
about it.
Yeah.
You're too early.
Yeah.
So, Philip, do you have any insight onto what this is about? Homer and I have talked about it a little bit. We'll get your opinion. And then Homer and I have put two ideas together that seem really good.
You know, actually, when I saw that, I was like, the hell's going on? I thought it was just like a dream sequence, so I didn't think much into it.
Well, I think both Homer and I agree that there's definitely more to it. I think this is a huge setup for Justice League. Homer, what was your part on it?
Oh man, which one was it again? Because I was talking too much and
Okay, I remember what yours is. I'll tell your part.
go
When
for
you
it.
saw him, I think his look and him saying that she's the key, we were assuming she's referring to Lois.
Yeah.
Your first thought was Injustice.
hmm
Very similar to the Injustice time frame. Like he has like a very similar suit, that robot looking suit.
Yeah.
And if Lois is the key,
Whoa.
Hey, don't worry about it.
what?
Nothing. Keep going.
Homer's computer screen fell down into his crotch, and I was like, whoa.
Woo,
And I
what's
was like,
it?
I don't want to
That's why I said keep going, and Aaron had to ask. All right, that's good.
Alrighty.
And now it's out there for our viewers.
I know. Thank you.
I'm glad this is all audio.
All live.
Yep.
I'm recorded on this side.
Basically, so what we're thinking was, I don't think that dream sequence that Batman was originally in was a dream. I think that's an alternate reality. And the Flash is doing Infinite Crisis kind of shit, where he's running around trying to go back in time and travel to different timelines, trying to save the fucking world in the universe, and he's gonna play a part later, where in the comic he is dead, but I think that's what he's doing. He's going back to try to warn him to prevent that dream that he was in from happening, and I think that's like echoes. That's a memory. They did that in the Flash TV show, where Cisco lived out being killed, but then Flash went back in time, fixed it, and he could still have the dreams. He had the echoes, is what they called them.
Yeah.
I think that's what that dream sequence was.
Something that could happen.
Yes. That's the alternate timeline.
It passed, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's where it's kind of like they could play so much with it. Like once they brought him in, it's like anything could happen.
Which is smart because it makes it, because also in this movie they said, oh, your metahuman theory to Lex Luthor. The only time they've ever referred to heroes as metahumans is in the Flash and Arrow. That's the only time. They're using that terminology on top of a Flash traveling between timelines and dimensions. To me, that's saying this DC cinematic universe is tying into the TV show. They don't want them directly rippling off of each other because they're so different and there's such a different tone with the two. But calling them metahumans and using the character who can travel through timelines and dimensions puts what's on TV with what's on the big screen in the same universe. Suck it.
Different dimensions.
Yep.
That's why
which is fine. Which is DC's famous for that shit, you know? Fucking Earth 2, Earth 3.
Yeah, that's what they could do that multiple Flash and why is it different actors? Well, that's a totally different timeline. That's a totally different dimension.
I was trying to have this argument with someone at work today. They were like, well, Marvel does that. It's the same actors. I thought it was dumb they didn't use the same Flash. I was like, I love Grant Gustin. He's a great Flash. But I saw Ezra Miller up there. I was like, I think he's going to do all right. And I could understand how Grant Gustin doesn't translate to that universe. That Flash just doesn't translate the right way.
This Flash is going to be too goofy. Not in a bad way, because that's what he is. You know, he's kind of goofy and foul-mouthed and out there, you know.
I agree with you. So but I was having that argument with her, and she's like, well, Marvel does that. They put their movie people on TV. And I was like, more like the movie people went to TV.
Yeah.
She's like, well, no, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., he's from the movie. I was like,
one guy.
That's literally what I just said, though. And then she was like, Agent of Carter, she was in the movie. I was like, again, that's the same concept I just used where she's a movie person and went to a TV show. She trickled down into there. It doesn't... I mean, the only person I've seen them do that with on that show is Lady Sif from Thor, and she's not exactly the Flash. You know, like, I love her. Great actress. Love her in Thor. One of my favorite things of those Thor movies is her, but, you know, she's not Thor. It'd be different if Chris was showing up, or if, you know, one of those guys was showing up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but that's not the case.
And I feel like, randomly, they should be touching. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, come on, just play a little cameo. Do this real quick. 5 minutes of your time. Out of 5. Yeah. Like, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Because it's kind of more of a reason, like, okay, now I want to watch it, because what if somebody comes in and they say a little something that kind of will tie in to the next movie, you know?
Yeah. And, dude, I mean, they can do it something as simple as they did on the Flash TV show. I mean, he could just run through time, or they could do it in the movie. Like, you could, in Justice League, we could see him, Ezra Miller, running through time, and just as a glimpse, just see Grant Gustin. And then, boom, they're connected. They're different universes. That's how I think they should do it. Philip, you had a question. Does it involve
Yeah.
pasta?
No, I just have food in my mouth.
Oh, thank God, because I would not know the answer.
That's okay.
I'm so bad with food.
I'll let it slide.
I'll eat it.
Um,
That's about it. I can barbecue. That's about it.
What's
One
good?
thing that the movie got right that I liked a lot.
How about,
So I
how
read
about
this
another
article.
thing the movie got right?
Here we go.
Yes.
All right.
That's
all
what I
right.
meant. Anyway,
All right. Just making sure. All right.
So I remember reading an article maybe like a year or two ago that was talking about where all these fictional cities in real life would be
Mhm.
for like both the DC universe and the Marvel universe or whatever.
New York.
I believe I read
So
that article as well.
it was talking about how Metropolis is actually New York City, but Gotham is more like Newark, New Jersey.
I read that same
But in
thing
the
too.
movie, they were like, go across the bay, and I was like, holy shit, New York and New Jersey, fuck yeah. Because if you go back to The Dark Knight and you look at the filming location, they're in Chicago.
Yep.
So I was like, okay. Not only are they like, following the storyline, but they're also geographically correct. So I just, the little details like that. Little details like that.
Those little details are fantastic.
Yep.
I mean, and they were just riddled in there. I mean, it was all those little
Like,
things. That scene was on the
costume
fucking wall, and the
was-
lightning hits. Where
Yeah.
where the costume rolls around. Like it didn't click when I saw it in the trailer, but when I saw it in the movie, it did. When that costume rolls around and it's just like that spotlight on it, I'm like, dude, that's the fucking first time he looks at it in The Dark Knight Returns. It's that same thing. It's just the empty cowl, the empty mouthpiece, and it's boom right there with that spotlight on it. That same concept. It just and
Not only that, his cape, how it protects Martha from the flames.
yeah.
Yeah.
One last thing I wanted to touch on. How do we like Alfred?
So, my thing, and I told Aaron about this, was that he was kind of too young,
Bitchy.
kind of, because to me they kind of felt real similar in age. Like there wasn't no age difference to where Alfred's like an older guy to where he was, I don't want to say fragile, but I mean older because he raised Batman.
Because Bruce
This
Wayne there
one
is
they
supposed to be
kinda
40. Right?
Yeah,
Or
but I
something
mean,
like
this
that.
one they made it seem to where it's like Alfred was like, "Oh, you just had a baby. I'm 15 years old. Let me be your butler." Like it kind of did it like that.
Well,
And
no.
Aaron kind of explained that the reason why he's so fragile was because
Okay, so they it felt like they took a lot of elements. I know. So the idea was that he is Jeff Johns' version of Alfred, where he's like ex MI6,
Uh-huh.
or ex British intelligence. So he's a badass, which is why every time you see him, he's like always tinkering or fixing something, except for that one scene
car, the
where
map.
that awesome bat chair that they have, which is straight from the fucking New 52 run. That fucking spine-looking bat chair that he sits in. So
That's an awesome chair. I wish I had that, to be honest.
Yeah.
in that Court of Owls run, though, his father is murdered, and he's on his way to come over. But how old is Bruce when his parents dies?
I think he's like 8.
Yeah, I was
so,
gonna say they do
so
have
if
about
he's
8 or
like
so.
8, you think Alfred showed up right before that? So maybe Bruce, because I never known Alfred to be there for the birth of Bruce. So you think Alfred is ex MI6, so he's maybe 30 years old, and Bruce, so he's like 25 years older than Bruce.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they just turned up that timetable. I mean, in
Yeah,
this movie, you're right. He did look more like 10 years old. But, I could see Ben Affleck being 40 and add Alfred. No, he looked like he was maybe like 55.
Yeah,
Which is
I'm
pretty
not
close.
saying they're old. I don't want,
Yeah.
random
I see what you're saying, though.
comes at me and he's like, dude, do I really look old? It's like, no, dude, the way it portrays,
Yeah.
it just looks like,
But
dude,
he
y'all were
was
next door neighbors. Like, it. Didn't look anything like that to me.
He was very New 52 Scott Snyder Alfred in that fucking he makes that comment to the line. He's how does it go? When he's drinking the wine, he's if there's any left for the next generation of Waynes to inherit. Like
yeah,
that
he's
Alfred
going
and
through the openings. He's just opening them all up. Yeah.
Alfred in the current run of in Scott Snyder's New 52 run of Batman, like he has always been like, I want you to stop. I want you to just be a man. I like want to see you grow up. So,
and I feel like that's why he kind of was happy. You know what I mean? They don't show it, but I wish they kind of touched on it that he was happy that he wasn't Batman for that time. You know, he was like, okay, he's getting out and he's doing more. He's, actually into the building. Yeah.
He doesn't condone it, but he's tolerant.
Yeah, and then it's like he's back, and he just, once he came back to the Batman, Alfred automatically went into that, fine, we're back into it. I know it's not going to end. Like, this is just proof that you're going to be the Bat, you know. Oh, real quick touch-up. They don't call him the Batman?
Remember you did mention that. I
was like,
right. There is no point where they refer to him
no. Even Lex Luthor was said Bat of Gotham or something like that. Right?
Yeah. Homer.
The Bat of Gotham. Gotham's Bat.
It just clicked right now. There is one time where they reference him as Batman.
Oh, what's that?
It's Lawrence Fishburne references him, where he does. Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
Yep.
Oh, really? Oh, see. Like,
I don't know why it just like
nobody ever. He wasn't the Batman. Like, it was just
never do call him Batman at any other point in that movie.
And that's what blew my mind, because it was kind of like nobody's ever heard of him. He was new. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Final thing. Just want to get everybody's opinion on, and then we're calling it a night. How did we like the Bat brand?
I kind of liked it. I really did. I know it was kind of extreme, but I mean, where he was branding them with the
the brand. Yeah. Okay.
But I know it was kind of like, oh man, how could he do that? But I mean, he already called himself a criminal. He was shooting bullets, and to him it was kind of like, you've been marked, dude. And Aaron kind of said it too. Like, this is kind of one of those points. Like, I'll always be watching you. I found you before. I'm gonna find you again. Don't be messing around. Like,
this is the point. If you're getting the brand, I don't need to find you. These people will find you.
Yeah.
Because they said that's like a mark of death in prison if you had that.
I thought about that afterwards. I was kind of confused. Like, damn, man. Like, if I got locked up in prison and I'm like, fuck, man, you got the bat signal on you, you must have done something real bad. You must be hardcore. But they did say that he had only done it 2 times. It was with a pedophile and a drug trafficker. Or, no, a sex trafficker, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean,
those people deserve
it was kind of one of those parts where it's like, let's see if it catches on. Like, let's see if people like it.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I thought it was pretty cool how he punched it into the wall next to Lex Luthor.
That was cool. And that was really cool.
To be honest with you. There's a lot of stuff, to be honest with you, we didn't touch. I hope we get to touch it again. Because this episode's already hitting that moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's
second and third viewings, I'm pretty sure we'll have more to talk about. But for tonight,
I mean, the part where they didn't show about his suit, him not putting it on.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Crosses here and there. We barely touched Wonder Woman. I felt like she was kind of overpowering. There's so many little things here and there.
Yeah, like she was great.
I was
the only thing I wish they would have done with Wonder Woman, I wish that when she got hit and she gave that face, like, really, that's all you got? And then the next time we see her, the lasso's already around Doomsday. I was like, fuck, man.
I was like,
I would have loved to see her.
But I mean, the reason why
we know
that's nice sound effects there, bud. Nobody can see it. I guess you gotta make sound effects, right?
There was a full promotion that went along with all those sound effects, just for all the listeners.
Just because Superman got hit and flew like so far. She got hit and rolled 5 feet away. And I was like, okay. She's just
she's been training in the Fast and the Furious for like 3 years.
What?
She's been training in the Fast and the Furious for like 3 years. She's well prepared.
She's ready for action.
I mean, Wonder Woman's pretty powerful, man.
Yeah,
I know she is, but I'm saying they kind of make it to where, like, she's stronger than Superman. I'm not wanting to touch a sexist part.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
she is the only one that can take
And he's
Superman's
picking the
scene,
side.
okay?
Okay.
That is
Fine.
no, that is a good point. He makes a valid point.
I don't believe it.
Like,
All
okay,
right.
that one scene where Clark Kent gets in the tub with Lois Lane, I was like, he's gonna break her.
Oh my god, that scene! I was like, do we need to see more Lois?
I know.
I'm good with
Yeah.
the Lois scenes. Move on.
I don't know if I like Amy Adams as Lois.
I'm not a huge fan. She's fine though. She's fine. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I love Ben Affleck as Batman. That's what I love.
Yep.
I love that Superman's dead right now and that we might not see him for a little bit. I love that.
I can't wait to see more of Wonder Woman.
But overall,
She just seems like an overall badass, man. I mean, aside from the fact that the actress is super hot, Wonder Woman, like the way they're portraying her, she just seems like a total badass.
Can't wait to see her movie.
Yeah, me too.
But
All right,
overall,
boys.
I liked it. I've already seen it twice already.
10 bats out of 10 bats.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying no
I'm just
S's,
kidding.
but I totally
I'm just
agree with
kidding.
10 out of 10
I'll be
bats.
real, it was like 8.5 bats out of 10 bats.
Well, my beer is almost empty, so you know it's time to wrap it up.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
All right, guys. I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'm Aaron.
I'm Philip.
And I'm Homer.
We'll see you guys soon. Bye,
Spank
guys.
the ham.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.